Recently, I posed the question to sports fans, is the NFL rigged, and will the NFL ever lift their unofficial decades-old ban preventing Donald Trump from ever purchasing a team? Here are some select results. John S. from Grand Rapids, Michigan writes, during the regular season, my wife, who never cared about the NFL before and never watched any games, decided to sit down and watch a Lions game with me. After just a couple of minutes, she stood up, turned, and looked at me and said, "That's fake." Well, John, that's hilarious. Word to the wise and unwise, don't ever doubt a woman's intuition. It is like God's wrath against all males of every species. John, about 30 years ago, my dad put his hand on my shoulder, looked me square in the eyes, and asked me in a tender, loving, compassionate, fatherly way, "You know, son, all that NFL stuff, it's fake. You know that, don't you?" At that moment, I realized just how much this world sucked. It was like when I found out the Easter Bunny was a fraud. But, like President Trump, no matter how outrageous his claims, my dad always proved to be right. Next, we have Todd O., U.S. Marine veteran, and he writes, "Damn straight it's rigged, corrupt, and connected to some dark activities." Well, Todd, from one veteran to another, thank you and simplify for your service to our nation. And you're right, there is an abundance of darkness. Some suspect a secret pact between the devil and the NFL was consummated behind closed doors, inside some secret, undisclosed location, a mile deep in the ground, out in the middle of nowhere. Now, I don't know with certainty whether an unholy covenant was made between both sides. I do know this, Todd, until recently, the league was charging U.S. taxpayers for events at games to honor our active and veteran military servicemen and women like you and I are. That alone speaks volumes, doesn't it? Next we have Robert L. II from Myrtle Creek, Oregon, and he writes, "I can't stand the NFL. They suck, greedy bastards." Yeah, Robert, they sure screwed the fans over by forcing them to pay to view their favorite teams and premier games. But hey, you know the league has got to find some way to pay defensive ends $1 million each time they sack a quarterback. I mean, what's wrong with that? Robert, if perhaps you put a curse on the league, it seems to be working. This past Super Bowl's household viewership percentage in the United States was 39.4%. And that was not only the lowest percentage in 4 years, but the fourth lowest since 1990. Next, we have Burke Wiley, owner of the International Fantasy Football League World Champion Big Dogs based out of Richmond, Virginia, and he writes, "It sure looks like the league is rigged. Bring in President Trump and get rid of Goodell. Just imagine how enjoyable the league would be with NFL Commissioner Donald Trump. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?"
Since 1985, Richmond Recycling has been one of Mid-Atlantic's premier recycling centers. One of the reasons for their success is they pay top dollar for your scrap metals, batteries, converters, appliances, and electric motors. Richmond Recycling is doing their part to preserve our resources by their collection services and by bringing public awareness. So, fill up that pickup truck and head on over to Richmond Recycling. They're located at 2500 Decatur Street, just minutes from Interstate 64 and 95. Or you can give them a call at 804-230-9221 or visit their website at richmondrecyclingvirginia.com.
Hi folks, I'm Mike Britt, owner of Poe's Pub, inviting you to join us located at 2706 East Main Street for Richmond's best ribs, sliders, soup, salad, burgers. Stop by and take advantage of our daily specials. Dine in, take out, come and enjoy all the big games and let Poe's Pub cater your next event. Give us a call, 804-648-2120, or visit our website at poespub.rva.com.
Next we have Liam J. from Dublin, Ireland, and he writes, "I did not know there was an NFL ban against Trump." Oh yes, Liam. Well, let's call it for what it is. A scandal to keep President Trump out of the NFL. Trump tried to purchase the then Baltimore Colts back in 1981. In 1984, Trump attempted to purchase the Dallas Cowboys, which was eventually sold to oil mogul Jerry Jones, who has single-handedly taken America's team and made it into the brunt end of all memes. In 1988, Trump tried to purchase his favorite team, the New England Patriots, but with interference from the former and late NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle, the league made it impossible for President Trump from sealing the art of the deal without going $100 million in debt, which by today's standards would be $272 million and change. In 2014, Trump offered $1 billion to purchase the then-struggling Buffalo Bills, who were valued at the time to be worth $820 million. After revealing that frontrunner John Bon Jovi secretly had intentions of moving the Bills out of Buffalo, Terry Pegula, owner of the National Hockey League's Buffalo Sabres, placed a bid of $1.4 billion, but it was later revealed he actually purchased the Bills for just $1.2 billion. And finally, we got Gordon Gee, owner of the International Fantasy Football League's Men of Steel, based out of Portsmouth, UK. Gordon writes, "Although there are times that it, meaning rigging, appears so, I just can't believe that is true. There are so many combinations involved in the game, it would be impossible to script to ensure the desired outcome actually happened. If it did occur, how would you keep it quiet? The revelation of any rigging activity would be worth a fortune to anyone who could admit and prove it to be the case." Well, Gordon, there have been several players who have stepped forward, including Terrell Owens, Arian Foster, Will Compton, Dwight Smith, Jared Goff, numerous Raiders players, and even the late great Hall of Famer Bubba Smith. According to Foster, practices were used to rehearse when players were to be injured, drop passes, fumble, be penalized, trip, slip, fall, and don't get up. And we cannot forget officiating. I'd like to thank everyone who responded and posted likes on Facebook and LinkedIn, and all of you who have taken your time out to enjoy NFL Soapbox.